Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Grand rising, grand rising, grand rising. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Welcome to the pre-show mantra. We'll get started in just a few moments here. It is December 17th, 2025. The market will be opening soon, so I just want to get ready for the show. I deserve to be healthy. I deserve to be happy. I deserve to be rich. I deserve to be wealthy. I deserve to be free. The more you learn, the more you earn. Thereby, the more you earn, the more you learn. I am a certified Wall Street trapper. I am confident in my abilities to make great investments. The stock market is a machine that prints money, and I am more than capable of operating this machine. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Let's get started. Oh, the money counter going already. That's a little new tool that I got on there. Yeah. When we hit these all-time highs, or when I read some news that's about some paper, some big paper, yeah, we're gonna have that money counter going. And then I got something else too, but yeah. All right. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you're tuning in from. Because, we could have listeners from all across the globe. This show is where I break down the markets in real time. I give you pre-market levels, opening bell moves, key price zones, and the big headlines. We focus on the $1 trillion companies. Names like NVIDIA, Apple, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Meta, Tesla, TSM, AVGO, Berkshire.B, plus SPY, and the QQQ every single show. We do cover other tickers, but those are the main ones. Quick disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. This show is for education and entertainment purposes only. Do your own research and contact a financial advisor if you need some direction. Or holla at me, and I'll let you know, but not on live. The goal of this show is to help you understand how markets move, where the money's flowing into, and why investing in the best companies in the world is the way to invest. I'm going to show you some charts, some breaking news. We'll cover Bitcoin and Ethereum price levels, some ETFs, and some motivation from some powerful voices. If you're new, welcome. If you've been rocking with us, you already know what time it is. Let's get into it, y'all. Our first chart, NVIDIA. Pre-market low, 176. Pre-market high, 178. Apple, pre-market low, 274. Pre-market high, 275. Google, pre-market low, 307. Pre-market high, 308. Microsoft, pre-market low, 475, pre-market high, 479. Amazon, 224, pre-market low, pre-market high, 227. Meta, pre-market low, 655, pre-market high, 659. AVGO, pre-market low, 341, pre-market high, 345. Tesla, you know what happened to Tesla yesterday? They hit that all-time high. So that bag was running, boy. What Tesla do? Tesla hit that all-time high. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tesla right now, pre-market low, 486. Pre-market high, 494. So that's another all-time high in the pre-market, but it don't count. But I just had to let you know. TSM, pre-market low, 285. Pre-market high, 289. Berkshire.B, pre-market low of $4.99, and a pre-market high of 500. The VIX is back under 16, y'all. It's now sitting at 588. SPY pre-market low 679, pre-market high 681. QQQ pre-market low is 612 and a pre-market high of 615. Like I said before, we covered $1 trillion companies. So let me tell you the current market caps for these companies. NVIDIA market cap 4.3 trillion. Apple 4 trillion. Google 3.7 trillion. Microsoft 3.5 trillion. Amazon 2.3 trillion. Meta 1.6 trillion. Tesla 1.6 trillion. AVGO 1.6 trillion. TSM 1.4 trillion and Berkshire.B $1 trillion. The most valuable companies in the world is the companies that we cover on this show here. $1 trillion tickers. All right. Let's check out Forex Factory. See if we have any announcements that can move the market today. We already had FOMC member Williams speak at 6:05, and he definitely moved the market down momentarily, but it has since recovered. We got crude oil inventories at 7:30. We have another FOMC member speaking, member Bostic. He speaks at 9:30. We also have Trump speaking at 6 p.m. Good thing the market will be closed, but we got Trump speaking at 6 p.m., y'all. All right, so this chart is a trading view chart. I do have some support and resistance on here. I do have a couple indicators. I have the Strat Assist FTC 2.0. That's what gives me these percentages here at the bottom. It gives me from the day traders time frames all the way up to 12 months. So if you ever want to look at the chart and see what the ticker has done in the past 12 months, you can look here in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. So I do also have the Level Up Algo Scanner, which shows you all these different tickers correlated to the time frame that we are currently on. So that'll start moving when the market opens. Okay, let's check on the news. Our first piece of news here. Oh, let's shout out to the OG, man. The OG, Uncle Charles. He always dropping game, so we're going to check out some game from the OG. He said, it's a lot of distractions going on at the moment from the White House to the stock market. People stay focused and don't get shaken out of your great positions. And stay focused on your goals. Trust me, the people doing the distracting are staying focused. Shout out to Uncle Charles, man. Always dropping a good game. Wall Street Trapper. Shout out to the OG Trap, man. One of my mentors. One of the only $1 million investors who's willing to show his portfolio every single week. You know, we seen this brother turn 400,000 into 4.6 million. We seen it because he showed the portfolio every week. You know, we seen Trap get 800,000 out the market and go put that as a down payment on a $5.5 million building, now called the Freedom Center. Salute to Trap, man. Such an inspiration. So Trap said, you make the most money in the market when you buy right, not when you sell right. That's deep. Let that sink in. So it's all about buying the stocks at the best prices, not always selling it at the right prices. Because if you buy at a super discount and it runs up, then you made the money. But if you buy at a high price, it doesn't have that much room to run. So you're not going to make as much money. So it's better to buy at an ideal price than sell at an ideal price. Salute, Trap. All right, our first piece of news comes from Tesla. So Tesla, maybe this is part of the reason why it was running yesterday. Tesla is the most efficient EV company on the market. And the Model Y is the most efficient model you can buy. Well, the Model Y has been highlighted for this article, let's say, from Edmunds. So it says, during the Edmunds test, the Model Y showed 337 miles of range, surpassing the 321 that Tesla told you it would give you. So it actually gave you more miles than you expected to get when you bought the Model Y. Despite a smaller battery than premium or performance models, it achieved 22.8 kilowatts per 100 miles, better than the launch series 26.8 kilowatts, demonstrating superior energy efficiency from aerodynamic and drivetrain optimizations. So this is the 2026 model. This record-setting performance in Edmunds' standardized EV test positions the affordable Model Y as the benchmark for compact SUVs, potentially boosting Tesla sales in efficiency-focused markets. So you can buy this model. You don't have to buy the most expensive model, and you can still get great miles. Salute Tesla. What Tesla do yesterday? Tesla hit an all-time high, y'all. Tesla hit an all-time high, man. Shout out to everybody that got Tesla in their portfolio. Next piece of news, Amazon. Amazon discusses the $10 billion investment in OpenAI. Amazon is in early talks to invest about $10 billion in OpenAI, potentially valuing the AI firm at over $500 billion, with the deal including OpenAI's use of Amazon's Trainium chips for training models. The investment signals OpenAI shifts toward diversifying away from NVIDIA's dominant GPUs, reducing potential demand for NVIDIA hardware and related components from Broadcom. This move bolsters Amazon's AI ecosystem amid fierce competition, as OpenAI has committed over $1 trillion in infrastructure across multiple providers, including prior deals with NVIDIA and Microsoft. The market is open, y'all. The market is open. The market is open. 6:30, California. The market is open, y'all. Let's check these charts. Let's check these prices. Let's check these stocks. Oh, let me put it on a 1 minute chart so we can really see the movement. NVIDIA down over 1% at 175. Apple's up at 275. Google a little over break even, 306. Microsoft a little over break even, 476. Amazon is up almost 1%, 224. Meta down a little bit at 655. AVGO is up over 0.5% at 342. Tesla at all-time highs, baby. Let's go. 492. Tesla at 492, up almost 0.5%. TSM 286, a little under break even. Berkshire.B, a little over break even at 500. The VIX is back over 16. It's at 16.14 right now. SPY is at 680. QQQ at 613. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, another. I wanted to show you this from Instagram. This was at Aristotle's event this past weekend.
I'm an educator. That's what I do on a daily basis. I won't be able to live trade on a daily basis. I'm normally in class. What are the options to help me get out of education and into trading full time?
Well, you're going to have to be what I am, because I am a full-time content creator, full-time marketer as well. So a lot of times I have to take live trading off and just call the swings and everything. So you would be a swing trader and elite trader. You're going to have to master those two, and you can make just as much money as day trading, but the only thing is you're going to have to put on more size on great setups. And then if you ever have free time or anything, or if you lunch break or something while you just eating or something, you could possibly get in a day trade. But then again, most of the best day trades come from the window of 9:30 to 11. If you miss that window, then you miss, in my opinion, the best window to day trade. For all the people who can't be there by the charts, you're going to have to get great at swing trading.
Thank you for that. And what's the minimum amount of money I should start with?
2,500, something like that. And then if you're using 2,500, then you need to do the 20-20 rule. Especially when you first start out, get in one swing at a time, $500 size. That way you have 80% of your account left, just in case that one go left. You get what I'm saying? And you can always climb back. So that's the type of risk management I recommend doing. But the first and foremost, I do want to encourage everybody to get in long-term shares with the bulk of your money. And then with about 10% of your money, you get in options, because it's still about generational wealth at the end of the day, no matter who you are. Because again, you can pass down shares to your kids, your grandkids, this and that. So the people who invest now, 2025, 2035, y'all gonna be the people like, well, if you bought 10 years ago, you would have been this. You know how we see those memes today.
Yes, shout out Aristotle, man. Aristotle, a young black millionaire, super multi-millionaire, worth over 20 million. Under 30. He need to be on Forbes 30 under 30. Yeah, man. He's actually the other millionaire that shows his portfolio. It's only him and Trap. Those are the only two millionaires that actually show their portfolios at least every week. So shout out to them two brothers, man. Very inspirational and always dropping good game. Always look forward to gaining some knowledge from them brothers. All right. Let's check it out. Where we back? Let's bring out the big list and check on all the stocks now. Okay, let's check out the index. SPX is at 6,808. It's up a little bit on the day. The NASDAQ 100 is sitting at 25,144. It's up a little bit on the day. SPY is at 679, up a little bit. QQQ is at 612, it's up a little bit. Apple is at 275, it's up almost 0.5%. AVGO is down almost 0.5% at 340. Amazon is up almost 1% at 224. Google is down almost a little over 0.5% at 304. Meta is a little over break even at 657. Microsoft is up a little bit at 477. NVIDIA is down almost 2% at 174. Tesla is up over 0.5% at 493. AMD close to break even at 208. Bitcoin is down a little bit at 87,663. IBIT close to break even at 49.73. Ethereum still under 3,000. Ethereum is down almost 1% at 2,935. BMNR close to break even, a little under break even at 31.34. Palantir is down almost 1% at 185. Hood is up 1.5% at 121.15. Shout out to Hood. They had that event yesterday. I do have some news from them that I will get to soon. Grab is down 0.5% at 493. And XLG is down a little bit at 58. 69. Okay, so while we read some of these other articles and Twitter posts, I will put the TradingView platform on 8 charts so you can see the charts in real time while I read the articles. So the charts that I have up are the main ones that we follow. They are based on market cap, the $1 trillion tickers. So top left hand corner, and then to the right is NVIDIA, then Apple, then Google, then Microsoft. And the second row is Amazon, then Meta, then AVGO, then Tesla. All right, so while I read the news, you can check out the chart. And I have them on 10-minute candles right now. All right, this is an update on the Warner Brothers, Paramount, Netflix bidding war.
The bidding war for Warner Brothers Discovery could see a major development as soon as Wednesday. Sources told Reuters the Warner board is likely to advise shareholders to vote against Paramount's $108.4 billion takeover bid. It would mean the entertainment giant recommits to Netflix's buyout offer. Netflix agreed to buy Warner Brothers Discovery's TV, film studios and streaming division for $72 billion earlier this month. But Paramount CEO David Ellison followed up with a $30 a share all-cash bid for the whole company. Paramount has argued its offer is stronger than Netflix's and would have a clearer path to regulatory approval. Whoever wins the bidding race would gain a big advantage in the streaming wars. They would be purchasing the owner of popular franchises like Harry Potter, Game of Thrones and DC Comics. A Warner Brothers Discovery spokesperson declined to comment on Wednesday's update. Paramount didn't immediately respond to a Reuters request for comment.
Okay, so let's see how Netflix is moving based on that. Netflix, well, on a 1-minute chart, it looks like it's printing a bull flag. As you can see, this is the pole, this is the flag. So that is bullish. It's close to break even right now, though. The current price is $96.77 on Netflix. Okay, let me pull up the hood chart because I got to the hood news here. All right.
That I believe we're at the very beginning of a prediction market supercycle. And as it progresses, we should expect to see adoption and volumes continuing to grow, potentially into the trillions of contracts traded each year.
So Robinhood, they had an event yesterday that was specifically about the prediction markets. So he believes that is Vlad, the CEO and founder of Robinhood. He says we're in a super cycle driven by user demand for outcome-based betting. This is evident by $18 billion plus in volumes on platforms like Polymarket. So Robinhood launched sports-focused prediction contracts, framing the sector's rapid growth. Prediction markets function as crowdsourced forecasting tools where prices reflect collective probabilities on events like elections or games, outperforming polls in accuracy per studies like those from the University of Iowa's Tippy College, which found they beat experts 70% of the time in historical data. Some people replied to this saying, the supporters cite Robinhood's 1 million plus users and $9 billion contracts as proof of vertical expansion, while the critics label it as a gambling pandemic, echoing regulatory concerns from bodies like the CFTC over market integrity. I had another piece of news from Robinhood. This was from CNBC. It says Robinhood stock surged 221% year to date through December 2025, vastly outpacing the S&P 500's 42% gain, as noted in CNBC's coverage of the Truist Fresh Buy rating. So a Truist analyst just gave Robinhood a buy rating and a price target of $155, driven by Robinhood's user base expansion, profitability improvements, and fast-paced product innovations like crypto offering. The bullish outlook underscores retail trading resilience amid economic shifts, through potential regulatory scrutiny on margin trading could temper gains. Shout out to Robinhood. It was my niece's birthday yesterday, and I bought her some shares of Robinhood for her birthday. I didn't buy no gifts, just only shares. So I'm sure she's still a teenager, so it's got a lot of years for these stocks to run up, man. I'm looking forward to those stocks running up and her being able to profit on that very nicely. Next, let me go to... I did have this on Instagram. This is Isaac Hayes III, the founder of Fanbase, which I am invested in. But this is what he had to say.
His name is Orrin Michaels. He put $5,000 in Uber in 2010. In 2019, it was worth $24 million. That's because of the accredited investor rule. The accredited investor rule is gone now because of equity crowdfunding. That means anybody can invest in an early stage company. So the ability to take your money and invest it, because what they want you to invest in is they want you to go to Vegas, they want you to play the lottery, and they want you to bet on sports. Fine, do that. But bet on Fanbase. Right. Bet on a tech company that can scale to hundreds of billions of dollars. That's what I tell people. So go to startengine.com/fanbase and invest. $3.99. Do it as a Christmas gift. I think that's enormously important because you can't save your way to wealth. We have to start investing, and the fastest way to grow wealth is through technology. Yes, right? Sir. Investing in tech is the fastest way to grow wealth.
Visit my friends at Carson Nissan and be sure to tell them.
Whoa. Big boy. That was from the Big Boy interview with Isaac Hayes III. We're not promoting that dealership on here, big boy. Y'all gonna have to pay me. You feel me? We're not promoting that here. Excuse me for that. I was supposed to cut it. It came too fast. I wasn't ready. Anyway, next piece of news here is from Unusual Whales. More than 75% of homes across the U.S. are unaffordable. A Bankrate study reported by CBS News stating over 75% of U.S. homes are unaffordable for typical households, where cost exceeds 30% of the median income of about $84,000 annually. Key data shows median home prices at $435,000 require $113,000 income for affordability, amid a 4.7 million unit storage per Zillow, with home ownership dropping to 65% in 2025 from 69% in 2004. Regional disparities reveal cities like New York and San Francisco needing over $200,000 income for median homes, while southern and western states fare better due to faster construction spurred by incentives. Damn. Yeah, man, it's so expensive out here. You really need that paper, man. You really need that paper to be able to buy a crib in America, man. Damn. Because if you look at the average income, you definitely need two incomes to be able to afford a house, unless you got a good job, man, a great job, matter of fact. You need a great job or you need two incomes just to be able to afford a house in America. Straight up. All right, let's check on these sectors. Let's see which sectors are being rewarded today and which ones are not. Okay, let me bring it up on the chart. Matter of fact. All right, sectors. XLK, the technology sector, is down almost 0.5% at 142. XLY, consumer discretionary, is up a little bit at 122. XLC, communications sector, is down almost 0.5% at 116. XLF, our financial sector, is up over 0.5% at 54.94. XLV, our healthcare sector, is up a little bit at 154.43. XLP, consumer staples, is up almost 0.5% at 79.66. XLE is up over 0.5% at 44.11. XLU is down a little bit on the day at 42.93. That's utilities. XLI, industrials, is at break even at 156. And XLRE is up over 0.5% at $40.84, y'all. All right, our next piece of news is from Unusual Whales. The Trump administration is weighing an executive order that will pressure defense contractors to spend less on stock buybacks and dividends while boosting investments in infrastructure and weapons productions, per Bloomberg.
That I believe we're at the very beginning of a prediction market supercycle. And as it progresses, we should expect...
How the fuck that shit restart when I wasn't even on that tab? Oh, excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. I don't know how that just restarted, but I just hit pause, so it should be alright. Alright, so I was talking about this Bloomberg report on the Trump administration considering an executive order to limit defense contractor stock buybacks and dividends and redirecting funds toward infrastructure and weapons production to address delays and overruns. Multiple outlets, including Reuters, confirmed the proposal targets firms with over-budget projects, potentially tying executive pay to performance, with projects with possible signing this week amid rising U.S. defense spending needs. This reflects a policy pivot from financial engineering to manufacturing resilience, as defense stocks like Lockheed Martin dipped between 1 to 2% on the news, sparking debates on curbing capital extraction in strategic sectors. And then this Tesla's robotaxi progress gives investors proof of the AI dream. Shout out Tesla, man. Shout out to Tesla Optimus. I think it'll be cool if they put an Optimus robot in the robotaxi. Even though it doesn't have a steering wheel or pedals, if it just had a Optimus in the driver's seat, because when you take a robotaxi, you're not going to be sitting in the driver's seat, so the driver's seat is just going to be empty. Why not put Optimus in there? I think that would actually make more people want to take a robotaxi just to be sitting in a car with a robot in the driver's seat. Elon, what's up, man? That's a fire idea. Maybe not every day, or maybe not every city. Just the locations where, you know what I mean, robotaxis have the highest usage. Why not? You know what I mean? Shout out Elon, man. Do it. Make it happen. I thought this news was very good and inspiring. This is from BlackRock. So BlackRock is helping people invest better. BlackRock. Helping people invest better to live better is core to BlackRock's purpose. We're proud to support early childhood savings by matching the U.S. government's contribution for eligible employees to Trump accounts. New dedicated child savings accounts. So BlackRock announces it's going to match the U.S. government's $1,000 seed contribution to Trump accounts for eligible employee children born between 2025 and 2028, providing a $2,000 initial balance in these tax advantage savings plans. So initially, the Trump accounts were going to give $1,000. So BlackRock is going to match that, and they're also going to give $1,000. So that's going to be a $2,000 for the kids born between 2025 and 2028. And it's going to be tied to the S&P 500. So, oh man, that is definitely providing a very nice cushion for the kids born in those time frames, and they will be able to see the money grow, and the parents are going to talk to them about it. So you're going to have kids who have been learning stock market ideas and seeing the growth from a young age. So that's going to make them want to invest, and that's really great for the future of America, because the more people that invest in the stock market from a young age, then the more money they will have over a lifetime. The Trump accounts launched in 2025. One Big Beautiful Bill Act offered tax-free growth on contributions for children's future expenses, with withdrawals permitted after age 18 to encourage long-term wealth building. The employee benefit extends BlackRock's commitment to early financial initiatives, mirroring a recent private sector support like the Michael and Susan Dell Foundation's $250 per child under 10. So shout out to the Dell Foundation as well. $250 donation per child under 10. That's a lot. That's way more. So under 10. So 9 years old and younger, they each get $250. That's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. They really trying to help. They really trying to help, man. And salute to all the black kids that's going to get that money. Salute to all the black parents that are going to be able to talk to their kids about investing because of this. Because me, I didn't learn about investing until I was in my mid-30s. Had I had a account that was open for me when I was a kid, especially an infant, I would have been learning about the market, and I would be retired already. Multi-millions. Big facts. All right, next piece of news here. Actually, let's check these prices. NVIDIA is down almost 2% at 174. Apple a little over break even at 275.14. Google is down over 2% at 300. Microsoft a little under break even at 476. Amazon up almost 0.5% at 223.39. Meta's down almost 0.5% at 654. AVGO is down 2.5% at 332. Tesla is up over 0.5% at 492. TSM is down over 0.5% at 285. Berkshire is a little over break even at $500. The VIX is up almost 0.5% at 1655. Excuse me. SPY is down a little under break even at 678. And QQQ is down, headed toward 0.5% at 609.64. I think I had some more Instagram.
For every pair of Air Maxes that you buy your family, you can buy one share of NVIDIA, a company that is worth over $4 trillion. And for every pair of sunglasses that you buy your family during holiday season, let's take a pair of Givenchy glasses, you can buy 3 shares of Amazon, the company that everybody's shopping at during holiday season. And get this, for every Louis Vuitton purse, Louis Vuitton duffel you buy your family, do you know that you can own LVMH, Louis Vuitton, Moet Hennessy, and buy over 60 shares of this company? And they own Louis Vuitton, Moet, Hennessy, Celine, Loewe, Sephora, companies that a lot of people are going to be shopping at during holiday season. Listen, we are going to spend a ton of money during holiday season, but what if we give the gift of wealth? What if we start owning some of the companies we're giving all of our money to? This is a way for us to create ownership and create a financial legacy for the people we love.
Shout out Ashley Fox, man. She always dropping very good knowledge, very knowledgeable woman, and multi-millionaire, soon to be billionaire. So if you don't know who that is, go follow her on Instagram, Ashley Fox. All right, let's give let me show you our investing flashcards. These are the Stock Market Basics Beginner Flashcards. I will put these into the chat. Give me 1 second so I can do that. Investing flashcards. Excuse me. All right. Let me put that in the chat. Coming right up. All right. I just put it in chat. Let me show you what I just put in chat, y'all. I just put our investing flashcards. So the good thing about this is it's very easy to understand. This is for people who are new to the market, people that they want to get into the market, but they're not in the market yet because they don't know what to do. So basically, I created these flashcards because whenever I ask black people, for the most part, why are you not invested in the stock market? They say, because I don't know anything about it. And then when I start talking to them, I think I'm using a lot of words that they don't know the meaning of. Because some people, they say the stock market is like a whole new language. And I agree, because if you don't know the terms that I'm using, then you're not going to know what I'm talking about. So I created these flashcards to give people the basic knowledge so when I talk to them, they can understand what I'm talking about. So the way this is organized is the first deck of cards is called Stock Market Basics Q&A. And there's 10 cards in there. The first question is, what is a stock market? You hit flip and it'll give you the answer. And then you hit next and you go to the next question. What is a stock? You hit flip and it'll give you the answer. And then you hit next. And you go to all 10 questions. These are basic questions that people who have never invested in the market, they always have these same questions. So I'm like, why don't I just put them all and make them all available here? So this is the second deck. It is Stock Market Basics Q&A number 2. What is a brokerage account? You hit flip and it'll give you the answer. Hit next. How much money do you need to start investing? You hit flip and it'll give you the answer. And then underneath that, these other decks, I have the ABCs of investing. So every letter will give you a term associated with that letter. A is for asset. You hit flip, it'll give you the definition. Hit next, broker. What is a broker? You hit flip, it'll give you that answer. So all you have to do is click the link in the chat and you will be able to access these cards for free. I'm giving these out for free just because I want people to get the knowledge. Okay? And if you're watching this and I'm no longer live, then you can check in the comments because I will pin this as a comment as soon as the stream is over. Or you could check yesterday's broadcast. It's in the comments right there already. So if you want to open up another tab and go check in yesterday's broadcast, you can check in the comments right there. Or if you're live right now, you can just check the chat and it is right over there. All right. Let's check some of our other tickers that we like to go over. AMD is down almost 1% at 207. Bitcoin is back under 90,000 at 89,495. IBIT is up over 2% at $50.78. Ethereum is still under 3,000. It's at 2,975. BMNR a little under break even at 31.40. Palantir is down almost 1% at 186. Hood is up 2.5% at 122. Hood is up. Let's go. Grab is down almost 1% at 492. And XLG is down a little bit at 58.63. All right, I think I have some more news here. Let's see what we got. This is from Dan Ives. While bears continue to yell AI bubble, we continue to point this tech capex supercycle driving the fourth industrial revolution the next few years. We estimate trillions of spending the next few years, and thus will keep this tech bull market thriving despite market fears. His estimate aligns with prior forecasts, including a $1 trillion AI spending projection for the next 3 years from October 2024, escalating to trillions amid accelerating enterprise adoption and data center expansions by firms like Microsoft and Amazon. This next piece of news is from Unusual Whales. The U.S. has over 900 billionaires, and their wealth soared by 18% to $6.9 trillion this year. UBS's 2025 Billionaire Ambitions report verifies the claim, showing U.S. billionaire numbers exceeding 900, with total wealth at $6.9 trillion. An 18% increase, fueled by tech sector gains of 23.8% and industrial growth of 27%. Globally, billionaire wealth hit 15.8 trillion across nearly 3,000 individuals, with self-made entrepreneurs contributing 386.5 billion, the second highest annual addition, underscoring innovation in finance services and technology as key drivers. The report highlights accelerating wealth transfers, with 91 heirs inheriting 297.8 billion in 2025 and projections of 6.9 trillion globally by 2040. 63% directed toward North American investments. That's a lot of money, y'all. The U.S. got a lot of money, y'all. And a lot of their money's tied to the stock market. So if you've been investing in the market, especially in the tech sector, then your wealth has increased as well. Maybe not dollar-wise, but percentage-wise. Oh, I thought this was interesting. This is from Amazon. So Amazon is launching rockets too. Another successful launch for Amazon Leo. Our constellation continues to grow following this morning's Atlas V mission with ULA launch. So Tesla and Elon is not the only one in SpaceX. They're not the only one with rockets. Amazon got rockets too. That's what these billionaires do, man. I want to build a rocket. You build a rocket, I'm going to build a rocket. You want to go to Mars, I'm going to go to Mars. That's billionaire competition right there. All right, this is from Tom Lee. from Funstrat. Quick, less than 1 minute.
And I've never met a rich client who's made money as a bear.
What made you a perma bull? Because you're a perma bull. You're one of the most famous perma bulls in the world, I believe.
If I look at either my personal wealth accumulation or my career arc or my clients, in my 11 years, I've made some people phenomenally wealthy, like private jet wealthy, our clients. None of them made money day trading. And I've never met a rich client who's made money as a bear. Zero. I mean, imagine this, like someone says, how did you make your money? And guys like, I built this real estate empire, or I built best department store chain. You never met somebody saying like, I made money by putting people out of business or something. You know, like no one's ever, yeah. When I look at like my best personal investments, they've never not had 50, 60, 70% drawdowns. And the thing that people do is they sell it when it's down, and I've just helped.
Don't sell it, man. Don't sell the companies. Did you hear that though? That's interesting. So he said day trading is not it. He said long-term buy and hold. And he said some of his best returns were down 50, 60, 70%. But he didn't sell them. He held them. And they ran back up. That's a very important lesson. So next time there's a recession or a market crash, don't sell it. Buy more. Because when it recovers to all-time highs, you'll be pleasantly surprised and enjoying the fruits of your labor. This was Dan Ives on CNBC. He had a quick quote about Tesla.
When it comes to physical AI, I think there's nothing better, when it comes to physical AI than NVIDIA and Tesla. And I think this is going to be a golden chapter for Tesla. When it comes to robotaxis, when it comes to cyber cabs, volume production, true autonomous, and of course you look at robotics in terms of Optimus. I mean, Kelly, that's why I think we're looking at $2 trillion, ultimately probably a $3 trillion market cap by late 2026 or early 2027. That's why I continue to where we're top 10.
Ooh, did he say $6 trillion market cap? Goodness gracious. Tesla. I hope you are a Tesla investor. If not, you have to wait for the price to pull back. Because right now it's at all-time highs. So you will have to wait for the price to pull back and get a better entry. I think I had something else. I had a couple more from Instagram here. Oh, this is from the brothers at Earn Your Leisure. They were at the Root 100 event, and this is what they had to say.
So we believe legacy, right? That word means so much. We believe it begins with information. What we know determines what we can build. For far too long, our communities weren't given access to financial education, the kind that turns ideas into assets and dreams into sustainable pathways. At Earn Your Leisure, our goal has always been simple: democratize knowledge. When people understand entrepreneurship, investing, ownership, and wealth building, they can change their lives and their children's lives. Legacy isn't luck, it's learning. And we're committed to teaching the tools that open doors and keep them open.
Shout out Troy, man. Troy's a great teacher, man. Tune in to Market Mondays and get that game from Troy, because he definitely dropping it. He was a teacher before he started Earn Your Leisure, and you can tell by the way he gives the information out every week on Market Mondays and also in EYL University. So, shout out Troy, man. Let's check on these prices right quick, y'all. $1 trillion tickers. What we got? Oh, let me get on the other screen. Oh, let me check. I didn't check the Fear and Greed Index so far today. Let me check the Fear and Greed Index. The Fear and Greed Index is in neutral. It's at 47 right now. It's at 47 right now. When I first started doing the show, we were at extreme fear, and now we're at neutral. So shout out to that, man. Fear has left the market. All right, and let's check out $1 trillion tickers. NVIDIA down over 2% at 173. I think I can put it on the 5-minute chart now. NVIDIA down over 2% at 173.77. Apple is up a little bit at 275.30. Google is down over 2% at 299.99. Microsoft barely over break even at 476.69. Amazon is up over 0.5% at 224.17. Meta is a little under break even at 656.45. AVGO is down over 2% at 334.08. Tesla has since pulled back and is now headed toward break even at 490. TSM is down over 1% at 283.30. Berkshire.B is a little over break even at $500. The VIX is at 1642. SPY is negative on the day at 678.30. And QQQ is also negative, headed toward 0.5% at 610, y'all. At 610. I think I have one more piece of news here. Nah, we ain't tripping on that. I think I had one more post on Instagram. Oh yeah. This is Lil Russell, man. You gotta love this kid. Nah, he not no kid. You gotta love this brother right here. You know what I mean? I'm just older. I mean, I'm in my 40s. Lil Russell, I don't know how old he is, but I definitely don't think he's in his 40s. So I'm just saying, this brother right here, man, definitely innovator, man. You know what I mean? When it comes to independence and the independent grind, man, if you rap, you need to be soaking up game from this brother right here, because he gonna give you the way. Because you know what he about to do in 2026?
Go get that bag. Go get that bag. Get that bag. Get that bag. Get that bag. Go get that bag. Get that bag. Go get that bag.
That's what he finna do in 2026. You better get it too, man. It's a lot of money out here in this market. We gotta get it. The market is here for us. The market is the key to financial freedom. You cannot work your way to wealth. You cannot work your way to a comfortable retirement. The stock market is the way, y'all. Let me just go over some of these stats on the $1 trillion tickers before we end the show. Okay, so I'm going to go over the past 3 months and the past 12 months returns on these tickers. So if you've been invested in NVIDIA over the past 12 months, you are up 28%. The past 3 months, you're down 6%. Apple, past 12 months is up 10%. The past 3 months is up 8%. Google, the past 12 months is down 57%. Excuse me, Google up over the past 12 months, 57%. Phenomenal year. Phenomenal year. Hold on, NVIDIA deserve one too. 28%? Oh yeah, 28%, y'all. You know, they told us all we need to get is 7 to 10%. Nah, NVIDIA said 28%, rock with me. Let's get it. Apple is up 10%. That's decent, that's good. That's not enough for the money. That's not enough for the money. Google, 57%. Let's go, run it up. Run it up. Google, the past 3 months, 24%. Let's go, run it up, run it up. Microsoft is up 12% in the past 12 months. It's down 7% in the past 3 months. Amazon is barely over break even on the year, and it's up 3% in the past 3 months. Meta's up 11% in the past 12 months, and is down 9% in the past 3 months. AVGO is up 40% in the past 12 months. Phenomenal. It's up 1% in the past 3 months. Tesla is up 26% in the past 12 months, y'all. 26%. Let's go. 10% in the past 3 months. TSM is up 43% in the past 3 months. In the past 12 months, y'all. 43% in the past 12 months. It's up 1% in the past 3 months. Berkshire.B is up 9% in the past 12 months and is down 0.5% in the past 3 months. SPY is up 15% in the past 12 months. That's better than average, so I gotta give it to SPY. 15% in the past 12 months. It's up 2% in the past 3 months. QQQ, let's go. QQQ up 18% in the past 12 months, y'all. 18% in the past 12 months. Let's check our other list too. AMD is up 68% in the past 12 months, y'all. 68% in the past 12 months. 27% in the past 3 months. Bitcoin is down 3% in the past 12 months and is down 21% in the past 3 months. IBIT is down almost 7% in the past 12 months and 22% in the past 3 months. It's very close to 30% off right now. So if you're not invested in Bitcoin because you don't want to get a cold wallet or you don't want to get a hot wallet, you just want to invest safely, like the hedge funds, where you're going to let the hedge funds take the risk, let them buy it, and then you just buy the ETF. So you can buy IBIT because right now it's very close to 30% off the all-time highs. And 30% off is it's a phenomenal entry point. Phenomenal. If you believe in the asset, 30% off is a phenomenal entry. Ethereum is down 9.5% in the past 12 months and is down 27% in the past 3 months. BMNR for the year is incredible, is phenomenal, is wow. BMNR on the year, y'all. BMNR is up 286% on the year. That is so incredible. Goodness gracious. But it's also down 41% in the past 3 months. But shoot, I'll be cool with down being 41% if I'm up a total of 288%. Man, incredible for the people that got in early. Palantir is up 145% on the year, y'all. 145% in the past 12 months. Salute Palantir, man. That is incredible. That is phenomenal. That is legendary. It's up 3% in the past 3 months. Robinhood is up 219% in the past 12 months. Truly phenomenal, legendary run. It's down 12% in the past 3 months. But I wouldn't be mad at being down 12% if I'm up over 200% in the year. Grab is up 3% on the year. It's down 19% in the past 3 months. XLG, this ETF is up 16% on the year. I gotta respect it. 16% on the year. XLG. I actually really like this ETF, y'all. I'm not invested in it yet because I need the price to go down. But this is the top 50 stocks from the S&P 500. So it's not as diversified. Clearly, nowhere near as diversified. But the way I invest is I want to invest in the best companies, the most valuable companies in the world anyway. So if they had a top 10 ETF for the S&P, I would just put all my money in there. Like, straight up. Why is there no ETF with the top 10 S&P? I would put all my money in there and just let that shit ride. Man, definitely. Well, maybe they'll make that in the future. All right. I think that's it, y'all. Let me give you one more quick look at my flashcards. These are beginner investing flashcards for those who have a lot of questions about investing, are scared to invest because you don't know what's going on. You don't have enough information. You don't know the terms. I created these for you and for y'all. So all you do is click this. So right now you click the link in the chat and it'll give you access to these cards for free. I'm not charging for these cards. These cards were created to help people for free. So just because it's free doesn't mean it's not good information. And just because it's free doesn't mean you should sleep on it. You should actually click on it and share it with somebody else. So if you click on our drop down menu here, these are different decks of cards, of flashcards. So the one I'm currently on is the ABCs of Investing Series 2, letters F through J. So for every letter, I give a investing term. So for the letter F, I have fractional shares. So all you do is hit flip and it'll give you the definition. Fractional shares lets you buy a small piece of a stock instead of a full share. Example, instead of buying a full share of Amazon at $200, you can buy $10 worth. If you're buying fractional shares, you may want to use auto invest since you're buying a piece of a stock. Next, growth stock. Hit flip, it'll give you the answer. A growth stock is a company expected to grow faster than average. Tech companies like NVIDIA are considered growth stocks because investors expect them to expand quickly. So I have the ABCs of investing. The deck at the bottom here is the full master deck, A through Z. So if you think you know investing terms, why don't you go through all these flashcards and hit shuffle so it's not in order and see if you could answer all the definitions to all these terms. If you can, salute to you, and I think you're definitely ready to invest. If you're not, study the cards and continue to learn, and you'll soon be ready. You can also click here. I have 10 beginner questions. I call it Stock Market Basics Q&A. 10 beginner questions. What is the stock market? Hit flip. It'll give you the answer. The stock market is a place where people buy and sell pieces of companies called stocks. If you buy one share, you're buying a tiny piece of Apple, and you can benefit when the price goes up. And you're buying that in the stock market. You're buying it through your app, your investing app. What is inflation? I feel like this is so important for people that are scared to invest. What is inflation? Inflation is when prices of goods and services rise over time, reducing the purchasing power of your money. If your savings don't grow, inflation slowly eats away at what your money can buy. For example, if you keep $1,000 in a savings account, earning very little interest, and inflation rises 5%, your money loses buying power. Investing helps your money grow faster than inflation. So the dollar amount in your savings account might still be at 1,000, but if you can't buy the same amount of goods, the value is not 1,000, just the dollar number. So that's why it's very important for you to realize what inflation is and how it eats away at your money. All right, so that's it for today's show. Let me find a song to end the day with. One of my investing songs. And these songs that I'm currently playing in the background were created by me using Suno AI, one of the best AI music creation tools on the market. You can check out my playlist. I have several playlists in different genres, whatever you like. I have motivational melodic music. If you enjoy beautiful melodic voices singing inspirational songs. If you like hip hop, I have a playlist called Bars and Breakthroughs, where it's rap songs that are inspirational and motivational. I have a healing frequencies playlist. If you want to heal your body from all these ailments, you can do that. It'll help you get in the right mind frame. If you don't know about healing frequencies, definitely put it into ChatGPT and get the knowledge. I have one R&B playlist. It's called AI Serenade Sessions. So if you don't think AI can make R&B songs, check out my AI Serenade Sessions and you will realize AI can make it all. Alright, so let me find the song for today to end the show. I appreciate y'all tuning in and getting some of this game, getting some of this breaking news. This has been $1 Trillion Tickers. We built to invest in the market. We built to make money, and we built to be successful. We built to retire early. We built to do our thing. This song is called Built for This.
Step like a boss. We ain't waiting, we taking it now. Step like a boss. King with a crown. All they just numbers, it's the mindset you hold. If you move like you deserve it, watch that bag unfold. I seen the vision way before the dollars came. Spoken to existence, now they try to learn my name. Market loves the ones who step in full belief. Confidence the currency, that's the key. Doors locked, we kick them down. Success ain't shot, and love allow. Walk in the room like I own this space. Move with the faith that I already ate. If you see it, you can stack it. That's a fact. Manifest the wins, never moving back. Speak it, breathe it, watch it come alive. The bag chase me, I don't gotta try. We built for this, the game been set. Ain't no losses, just a lesson and a check. Talk like a boss, step like a king. Move like my victory already been seen. I don't grind for a maybe, I move for the sure. Well started the mind, let me show you the door. I was rich before the money hit the bank. Confidence the currency, the rest is just rank. Trust the process, move like a dawn. Every setback just fuel for the run. I ain't stressing, I just let the faith flow. When you know you built for this, the wealth gon' show. If you see it, you can stack it. That's a fact. Manifest the wins, never moving back. Speak it, breathe it, watch it come alive. The bag chase me, I don't gotta try. We built for this, the game been set. Ain't no losses, just a lesson and a check. Talk like a boss, step like check, never taking a loss. Confidence the magnet, watch the money attract. Ain't no fear in my step, I don't move with a lack. Walk like the crown been placed on my head, and the world gon' move every word that I said. If you see it, you can stack it. That's a fact. Manifest the wins, never moving back. Speak it, breathe it, watch it come alive. The bag chase me, I don't gotta try. We built for this, the game been set. Ain't no losses, just a lesson and a check. Talk like a boss, step like a king. Move like my victory already been seen. Doors open when you step in your truth. If you don't believe, then the bag won't move. Talk it, walk it, live it, breathe. Success in my mind, now the world gon' see.
Okay. I made that song with AI. That's not me rapping. I made that song with AI. I gave AI the idea that I wanted, and AI executed beautifully. So what I'm going to do here, that's a rap song that I made about money and the mindset you need. So now I'm going to play a melodic song. So that's how I'm going to start ending my shows. I'm going to give you one rap song. I'm going to give you one melodic song. All right. Let's see. Excuse me, y'all. This is just impromptu. I didn't even know I was going to do this. So, excuse me. Oh, yeah. This is a song. It's a female singer on this one. And it's called Wealth in My Walk. I just really like these vocals. And, of course, the song is fire because I created the lyrics. But, yeah, check this one out. It's called Wealth in My Walk. All right, that's it, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. See y'all tomorrow. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings.